that your radio? Yeah. Oh, that's one thing I was going to suggest to you. You feed him out of bowls, don't you?
Yes.
Just to keep him guessing every so often, I'd just hide his food around the garden. You know, the meat stuff, the kibbles, too easy to get lost in the grass and stuff. But yeah, the meat stuff, just go hide it around the garden. Let him go sniff it out and eat it. And just keep his brain a bit more engaged with the environment around him, and he'll have to actually think about it. And don't make it easy. He's got a really, really good nose on him.
Yeah.
50-odd thousand times more powerful than ours.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a good way of doing it. A good way of keeping dogs interested. I don't use food bowls. I was hiding mine around the garden last night just for something to do. I don't do it all the time, so I often give them bones, or bits of animal, like, because I've got big dogs, they get half a duck each. I can't hide half a duck around the garden. And the same with beef stuff. Right? If I'm giving them a big chunk of beef and it's like a rib or something, whatever it might be, I'm not sawing that into 50 pieces and hiding around the garden. We just have it, but it doesn't go in a bowl. And bowls are okay for kibble. I did when they were puppies hide it around the garden, but I found the birds would swoop in and eat it before the dogs did. So that kind of like put me off that. But bits of meat, the birds can sometimes come and try and get it, but when the dog knows, oh, hang on, I can smell all the food around here, and then they go sniff it out, it's good for them. It tires them out, sniffing out the food, and it's a reward for them when they find it as well. I know you use generally the same stuff, don't you? The same brand, sorry. Each time you might vary the flavour, but same brand. We found that food that they were a bit fussier with and flavours they didn't like, if we hid it around the garden, the fact that they'd sniffed it out and found it for themselves, they'd eat it. If I was trying to hand feed them this stuff that they were fussy with, they wouldn't eat it. I'm going to hid it because they've actually had to work and find it. They're like, I'm eating it out of principle. I think that'd be good for him. Just hide his meat food around the garden, let him sniff it out. But yeah, don't make it easy. You want to take it 15-20 minutes for him to be able to find it all. And then you've got a decent garden with lots of little nooks and crannies. Don't just keep it at ground level. Obviously, don't put it up high where he can't reach. That's just mean. But that would be a good thing to do. Keep his brain engaged and keep him rewarded. Food bowl's one of those things. I'm not a fan. Good for when you've had to do some slow food training, or where you've had a dog that's had digestive issues and you need to control what's going in. And we've had to do that a few times. But for the meat-based food, make him go look for it, make him work for it. And they'll enjoy that. It's stimulating to them. It might look you a bit weird, because you'd probably be better off locking him in the house when you do it, so he can't come and spoil it. Like, just follow you around as soon as you put it down and eat it. That's what I have to do. I have to shut the doors so the dogs can't come out. Otherwise, they'll literally just follow me, put it down, eat. That's not the game. Get in the house. I'll go hide your food around for 10 minutes, and then you can spend time trying to find it and eating it. It is good for them. They do enjoy that. They find it rewarding. I think he'd do well at that as well. But he will look at you very strangely when he goes to his food bowl and there's like nothing in here, but I can smell it, and then that should trigger him to go start looking. You do have a lot of birds around here, don't you?
Like there was always sparrows as well, because we had both, I think they're miners, and sparrows nesting in the garden.
The Indian miner birds are a nightmare.
Sparrows disappeared.
Okay.
I don't know why, whether the miners have
pushed them out.
I really don't know. But there are a lot of birds.
Way more than around where I am. We hear them, and they do come and try and steal the dog's food if they haven't eaten it. We generally just get crows and magpies and minor birds. Don't really see anything else. Okay, I don't know what they are. They're tiny little birds that have a bit of yellow on their side. I don't know what they are. Robert caught one the other day. I have no idea how he did that. He's a massive dog. How the heck did he catch a tiny little bird? He's only about 6-7 centimetres tall. I'd love to have seen that. And we've got a mouse in our house at the moment. I came in the other day and I wondered what was going on. I opened the crate doors in the morning for the dogs to come out. They did nothing for 5 minutes, and then all of a sudden both of them just shot out like lightning from their crates. And because they're on a tiled floor like your house, they were just stood by their crates doing the cartoon style run with their legs going full speed, but they weren't moving anywhere. So they were just slipping on the tiles. As they slowly got traction, they were shot off down the corridor. I saw it at that point. I was like, there's a mouse in the house. What? How did that get in here? I haven't found it. I've seen the existence of it. I found a couple of mouse poos in the downstairs toilet, but I haven't seen it since then. And they've stopped chasing around the place, so either it's got out again, and I need to find the hole, or it came in here and died or something. But then they'd have sniffed that out. They'd have sniffed that out straight away. So I don't know what's going on. Yeah, weird. We had a mouse that came in and got lucky to get away with its life, I think. If it's not in the house anymore. Yeah, weird. But I know mine are capable. In the garden, they are more than capable of catching mice because I've watched them do it. They're surprisingly athletic. Yeah, they really are. Tora in particular. She's better at it than Rollo. But she's more of a cat. She doesn't just catch it, kill it. She plays with it.
Okay.
Rollo is a bit more catch, kill.
Yeah.
Done. Fun over.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was they're surprising. Tora's, I last saw her get one. She'd seen it and she launched at it, but she knew, I don't know how they know how to predict where the mouse is going to go, but she just predicted where it was going to jump, and with her left paw she swatted it as it jumped. Whack, and it hit the ground again because she'd swatted it, and she just grabbed it with her jaws. It made it look like it was easy. Well, I couldn't do that if I tried 100 times. Just astonishing, right? And she's never been taught how to hunt. She was 8 weeks old when we got her. We've never shown her this. She just instinctively predicted the path of the mouse and got it. What?
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah, truly amazing. Rollo was chasing a hare the other day, an actual hare. It was huge. They mock him. It's so unfair on him. They just mock him. It ran off pretty fast because he got close to it. It was hiding in the grass, hoping he'd just walk past, and he was sniffing it out, so there's no chance of that. So he was about 3 meters away from it when it popped out and just went sprinting away. When it realised it was leaving him in the dust, it slowed down. It was like now just jogging. And Rollo's 25, 30 meters behind it, giving it everything he's got. It's just jogging. And then it lets him get within about 5 or 6 meters and then just turns on the afterburners and just gone. Absolutely gone. And they're clever too. They know how to outsmart the dog chasing them. So this hare ran in the short grass, parallel to the border of the long grass. As soon as it came to a corner, it bolted around the corner, but it stopped running. And it just walked back into the long grass. And Rollo, like 2 seconds later, just comes steaming past at full speed, and it just carries on going. And eventually, he realizes he's lost scent and sight of it, and he's like, and I know exactly where it is. Right? It's just in the long grass there. They're so clever. They know how to do it. They know how to use the cover. They'll just run around this corner, hide, and the dog will just go steaming past, and the hare will just hide there. Rollo did try and sniff it out again, but he didn't manage it. I don't know why. He should have been able to find that again if he wanted to. What was even more amazing, so he was off leash at this point, is he ran a good nearly 200 meters away from me, round the corner of the long grass. He couldn't see me. It's the first time he's ever been out of sight off leash with me, and yeah, not gonna lie, that was a little bit scary for me. So I kind of gently jogged round following him, and I could see his tail once he'd stopped chasing, moving around in the long grass. So he's still over 100 meters away from me at this point. So I stopped running and just started walking. And I thought, well, it's time to do my recall training, which is, I don't recall him, I just hide and wait for him to realise, oh, I don't know where Dad is. I gotta find Dad. So I just knelt down in the long grass, and as he came trotting down, he stopped, looked up, realised didn't know where I was, but he was staring straight at me. I'm like, how? You sprinted after a rabbit or a hare. You've got no idea where I was. You were 200 metres away from me. I've jogged quietly. I'm not making much noise. Near you. I can only see the tip of your tail in the longer grass, so I've stopped. I'm not shouting. I didn't call his name and do anything. I've just squatted down in grass that's about nearly a metre tall, and he's just trotted back a little bit and just looked straight at me. What? That is unbelievable. Even more so during the early days of doing this type of training, he looked right at me and couldn't see me once, and I was stood up in the open. He was like, where's Dad? I can't see him. Well, he started looking around and panicking, and he was looking right at me and hadn't seen through me. He hadn't clocked me at all, which was interesting. So yeah, that was fun. So that was my excitement for this week. Yeah, watching Rollo chase a hare and the hare just mock him, and then realised that somehow he has this magical ability to just know where I was. I don't get it. I just don't understand that. Stunning. Maybe the wind was in the right direction so he could smell that I was nearby, but that doesn't excuse being able to look at me. Like, it wasn't even a search, it was just straight at me. First look. Looked up, can't see Dad, moved his head once and it's straight at me. Like, eyeball to eyeball. Astonishing. And I'm not even stood up, I'm in glass. Like, I'm camouflage, right, I had this hat on, this probably sticks out quite well. Astonishing, just astonishing. What have you heard? Oh, yeah, someone walking past the front. Yeah, nothing. Well, there you go. Thank you very much for the tea. Right, let's see if we can cause a trigger word. Say, he's looking at me. What was that?
The birds.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see the birds landing in the tree. Time for me to go. Oh yeah, you recognise that word. There it is. Go. Yeah, we've got ya. You know what the word go means, don't you? Yeah. All right. Do you know what the word leave means? No reaction to the word leave. Just go. Yeah, your ears twitch. And again. Okay. I think we found the word, Robin.
Yeah.
And you're looking at me. You're anticipating me doing something. Yeah. I'm going to. We'll see if you calm down again in a minute. See if you go back to lying down. He's was just calmly lying down until I said the word go, and now he's perked up and is looking at me. Like, yeah, that means you do stuff. Why aren't you doing stuff? Does he know what the jangle of the car keys means? Does he have a show reaction to that?
Not really, no.
Okay. Mine do. Mine know exactly what the car keys mean. It's my keys. Interesting. Well, that was quicker than I expected it to be. We seem to have established what the word is. Let's see if he wants to follow through. I was going to try and wait to see if you lay down again first. What are you sniffing? Cyclist. Right, let's do it. So this will be second to last. The next one will be the true end. So we'll come back and do one more go. Yeah, I think we're going to get something in this go. See what he does. I might fake you out, Roadie. I might just walk over there and then go to the door. Yeah, you know, don't you? So yeah, this is the. You don't need to make a fuss. You stay calm, ignore him. Don't do anything. You just keep chill. He's welcome to get up and do stuff whatever he wants. That's up to him. That's his deal and my deal. But yeah, this is fuss for no reason. This is like, you don't need to do anything. I would have just gotten up and left of my own accord. I can see his body shaking again. So he's had an adrenaline dump. So he's also had a cortisol dump. So yeah, interesting. He knows that trigger word. So yeah, he's going to come for me when I stand up. That's fine. You just stay calm, ignore him, do nothing. I'll do exactly what I did last week. I just walk him down, push him away. But he may not now and just staring at him. He knows that I know. Yeah, you're thinking about it, which is good. You're confused. Yeah, I can see him shaking. His body is shaking. I'll just point the camera at this, see if you can catch it. So his chest cavity in particular is vibrating. He's kind of getting a bit under control at this point. So yeah, that trigger word for someone to say I'm going is causing him to have an adrenaline dump, a cortisol dump. And he's like, time to do stuff. But this is the confusing thing. Why? Why do you feel that's a point you want to intervene? Why do you feel that someone's going to leave your house, walk away from you, which is not a disrespectful thing to do at all, especially if you didn't want them here in the first place? Why is that causing you to get uppity? What's the thought process behind that? I'd love to know the why. What about someone leaving causes you to have that kind of reaction in your brain? What are you associating? So yeah, I'm not going to do that straight away. I'm going to walk over there. So I'm going to walk past him. I'm just going to walk over there and see if that triggers anything. But I've probably left it too long. I said I'm going and I'm not going, and I've talked and talked and talked to us do it. I'm just going to walk this way. Yeah, so he knows this isn't going. He knows it's the wrong direction. He's not even moved. I'll try it again. Okay, I'm going. Interesting. So that is really interesting. What is it about going, the word go, that causes him to get stressed? That is bizarre. I don't understand that. I'm not even going to pretend I can start to understand that. And what is it about leaving, using that word, that would cause an animal that doesn't want you to be there to get stressed? Is it movement? Knows there's movement coming up? I don't know. Yeah. Good afternoon! Yeah, so you thought I'd left. Yeah. So this is a reaction to that cortisol and adrenaline that we saw before you left. I left. Now we're back to this. So yeah, this is pure... Let him have a bite. This is pure a reaction to that adrenaline and the cortisol dump he's had. Didn't get an outlet for it in there. Now it's come to the fore, and he's having a reaction to it. He's not doing this because it's me or anyone's done anything wrong to him. He's purely reacting to the chemicals in his system. So yeah, we'll just wait him out a minute. I've got a spider on my face. And when he comes back to you and calms, we'll come in. But yeah, there's no rush to this. Cortisol and adrenaline take a long time to damp down, so I'm not sure there's much to be learned at this point. I don't know. I might just let him come and sit by you, stay here for a few seconds while he's calm, and just show him actually you doing that means I piss off. So I'm going to let him think this through, because I don't think he's going to learn anything when he's got a big adrenaline dump or a big cortisol dump and me coming and walking at him. He's just reacting to those chemicals. He's not thinking properly. But if he comes down and goes and sits by you and is chill, I'll go. Yes. I think that would be nice for him. We'll leave that on a positive so we can see that his nonsense at the door, because by the time he sits by you, he should be calm and thinking again, is not going to get him the thing at the front door to go away. What did was him just coming down and being calm and sitting by you. He may choose to be an arse and just lie here by the door in front of me, but in honesty, I'll take that. If he wants to just be calm and have a sit here, I'm okay with that. Just sit right down. I'll point that at him. So yeah, he's thinking. He's a bit confused. I can see he's thinking. He's not doing his death stare. His eyes and facial expression is relaxed a bit. His nose is waving. Good. Yeah. That's nice. Yeah. You're thinking. That's what we like. You're still confused. Nice. Good job. Right, yeah, I shan't push this. We'll call that. I'll sit here for a little bit. You can see that being calm gets him what he wants. Right, camera, I'll stop recording.